the effervescent, the brilliant, Reverend Dr. Ken Wilcox!
Hey, nobody told you to stop there, Lucy. You could have kept that going. Good morning, everyone. My name is Reverend Ken Wilcox. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, a place where you can come and enjoy knowing that you are a child of God and that Spirit is with you, encouraging you, inspiring you. Now, if we do our job right, and if you do your job right, you're going to leave this place encouraged and inspired, knowing there's a power in your life for you, leading you on, raising your vision up to the highest possibilities for more love, for more joy, for more happiness. And to make that happen, you only have to do one simple thing each Sunday morning, and that's to leave all your troubles, your would-haves, your could-haves, your should-haves, leave that stuff outside. And for the next 45 minutes or so, open up an avenue of spirit possibilities. And what are spirit possibilities? Well, for more friendship, for more love, for more spring blossoms, everything in life that makes us feel alive, because that's what Spirit is doing through you and through me, showing up in the physical, recognizing itself through our love, our joy, and our laughter. So know you're in a great place this morning, and Spirit's going to recognize and reward you abundantly. Well, a couple of announcements before we get going. This afternoon at 11:30, Sam and Luci are going to do a sound bath for us. Tell us a little bit about that, Sam, or Lucy, or one of you, I don't care.
Well, at 11:30, we're going to do a singing and sound healing, and it's going to be right here.
Uh-huh.
And it's so much fun. We resonate the body, and then we move into like more of a meditative sound bath. So please join us for that.
We call it the state of bliss. So if you're into bliss,
If you're interested in
today
bliss.
is going to be especially bliss-oriented.
All right, wonderful. Tell us a little bit about the retreat you went on.
Oh my gosh. If you went on the retreat, wave your beautiful hands. You may want to speak to one of these people because your life might change. Their light became activated and they are new humans. And the whole intention of the retreat was to set a new frequency, to live in a new vibration for 2025. And it happened. So Lisa, Liz, Jim, Mimo, who else? Bridget. You guys, talk to them if you want to know some intimate details about the adventures, the challenges, the jungle, and the love that we created.
Very good, Lucy. All right, so be sure to stick around for that. On Tuesdays at 10 o'clock, we have chair yoga, and it's a wonderful practice just to keep you a little limber and stretches. I participate. It's a really good program. We also have our Venus Manley Scholarship Program coming up, and Pat Conover, who's not here today, it's her birthday, so she may be out celebrating. She's helping organize the people who read the essays that come in from the students and organizing the panels to interview them. It's a really wonderful thing to do. If you want to feel inspired and encouraged about the future, sign up for one of these programs and engage and get to know these kids, and you will really be inspired. Our book discussion groups happens on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. starting this Wednesday, the Book of Joy with Desmond Tutu and the Dalai Lama. And so that's a discussion group. It'll be really good. Now, I know last week and for the past 3 weeks, many of you were involved in the discussion class we had on A Course of Miracles that Jerry was teaching here. And he filmed those, and they're on YouTube. The link is outside, but we'll put that on our e-blessing so you can check those links out if you'd like. Well, those are my announcements. So I know, Sam and Lucy, you got some great music for us.
Reverend Ken needs this. I'm like, yes, he does. So on behalf of the
Is it a honey baked ham?
the community who doesn't know what it is, they will agree wholeheartedly that you should have this.
Okay.
So take a second to open it.
All righty. Well, thank you so much. It's not ticking, so I'm a little bit relieved there. It's a tambourine. There you go. Hey. Well, I think y'all got y'all's marching orders. All right, Sam and Lucy, let's hit it.
Save that for the second
Thank you,
half.
guys.
Need that later. There.
All right. Well, because of this tambourine, we're going to do a more upbeat song now. Is that okay?
I'm ready for you.
2, 3, 4.
Get ready, friends. Our time has come. The celebration has now begun. What we have going, we'll take it on. This high vibration for everyone. Oh yeah, we've come so far. Patient for so long. So now's the time. Our wings are dry. We take off. We take flight. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher. Oh, get ready, friends. It has begun. This high vibration has turned us on. So now we're here. Our wings are dry. We take off. We take flight. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher. Oh. Come a long way from the chilled out, laid back scene, the staying low, shrink it down thing, hiding from authority, biding my time, thinking something would be coming for me. But it wasn't until I took the time to see the truth of me that I started to feel more free. And now I know the world is shaped by me. On a natural high, I accept, release, and fly.
I've come a long way from ooze and squeezing dreams, moving from the old to the new scene, throwing out clothes they said fit sweet, but never made me feel like me. I'm taking on a new theme, the true me, following all the things I like to do and be. Now I see my soul smiling at me, saying everything is perfect, just the way we planned it to be. Now I can see that every time I ever had a bad ride, hard night, tough fight, the lesson was exactly right. For my growth and my ode to myself, I just wanted to know the experience of living in the human form. A gift, a sacred shift. I can still take the ride, staying high with all the love and truth inside. But I forgot, I thought I was what I was not. And remembering is the dream, is a new scene. I am here to make a change and be the queen of a new theme. Life is fun, and we are all one, connected by a rev of light. Light running heart to heart, looking into your eyes. I see your spark, your light lighting mine, and I bow to you and honor your perfect path through life. No judgment, no fight, just awe and love and light. Wanna take you higher, higher. Kick it, Ken.
We can
Take it anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher. Give it a shake. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher. Take you higher. A historic moment has been made.
Oh, wow. I feel like I need a cigarette and a drink after that. I don't smoke, so I don't know what all that's about. Thank you guys, and thank you guys. That was wonderful. Lots of fun. All right, so to get our service going, we're going to have a reading and treatment. We've got Brenda coming up to do it. Come on up, Brenda.
How do you follow that? Well, don't expect as much here. Whew, that's a lot. Anyway, that was wonderful. Great job on the tambourine, Reverend Ken. Whew, all right. I'm not sure I can even do this now. All right. Well, We know that, or maybe you don't know, but some of us know that this is Women's History Month. And in a nod to Women's History Month, I'm going to have a reading about the divine feminine. Now, thank you. Yes, the divine feminine. So the divine feminine is the yin of the yin and yang of the universe, and it's not limited to women. Divine feminine is an energy that flows through the universe, through each and every one of us, men, women, and children. And so my reading is I honor the glory of the divine feminine in the world. Today, I appreciate the many ways the divine feminine expresses in the world. I also honor the girls and women of the world and the unique ways they share the divine feminine through their talents and gifts. From the softness and gentleness of nurturing love to the strength and toughness of fierce protection, the divine feminine blesses each person it touches in every aspect of life. The world is healed and uplifted through the contributions of all those, men, women, and children, who bring the divine feminine to life. Divine feminine is the unexpected grace I receive when I need it most. Divine feminine is the strength of a friend who helps carry my burdens, and in the love of a dear one who gives me a safe place to be myself, no matter what. I feel God's presence in the divine feminine's many manifestations right here in this room. May I have the tambourine now? Sure. They'll go in my affirmative trail. All right, so let's settle into peace and stillness for a moment as I affirm there is one divine intelligence, a divine power, the source, the one that flows through everything, everyone. Me, I'm one with it. We are all one with it. And the divine feminine is part of that divine power. It is the energy that brings collaboration, cooperation, co-creation, caring, nurturing, love, joy, kindness throughout the world. Especially, we can see it in the mothers and the women of the world, although it's not limited to them. We see it in other leaders like Pope Francis. And so, as we call in this divine feminine energy, as I call it in, I feel it, I experience it, and I can release it out into the world to make this a very peaceful, happy, loving, generous world, the world that it's meant to be, and that excites me. And I give thanks for this knowing. I give thanks for this knowing. I give thanks for this spiritual center. I give thanks for Reverend Ken and Sam and Luci for lifting the vibration of all of us today. I give thanks to our technical team of Paul, David, and Miles, to the hospitality people, to the Reiki people, to the practitioners, to everyone who contributes to the experience and thriving of this center. And I release this prayer knowing it is already done, and so it is.
Thank you, Brenda.
Doing one of our newer songs, so we're kind of working it out a little bit. This is off our newest album called Embracing Change. You can find it on Spotify and all these other places. Yeah, we forgot to tell you. It's been out a year in June. so now you can really be...
Sneak attack.
This one's called One with All.
Sunlight falls on my face again, calling me to the space within. Hey, hey, finding light in my core within, I release into more again. Hey, hey, deeper, riding this blissful high, I let myself float away, away, feeling into the brilliant light, I let myself float away, away. I am becoming one with all. I am knowing oneness now. I am becoming one with all as I let myself go. I let myself go. Sunlight falls on my face again, calling me to the space within. Hey, hey, finding light in my core within, I release into more again. Hey, hey,
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sam and Lucy. That was lovely. So my talk this morning is entitled Your Secret Place. Your secret place. All spiritual teachings speak of a place untouched by, in our hearts and soul, untouched by the conditions of the world. And this is where we connect to our divine spark, the eternal life beyond the reaches of the turmoil that's out there in life. And it's ours to protect and to nurture. No matter what storms are raging, this light remains unshaken and untouched. Now, it's easy to go through life and think, well, I'll get to that place of calmness when the world settles down. But you can wait a lifetime for that. We want to get to the place of calmness and peace to bring calmness to the world, to bring it to the world. We can't wait on the world. We have to be the ones that channel it. And people have done it through all history. One of my most favorite characters in history is Winston Churchill. If you've never read any about him, he's a really fascinating guy. Courageous, amazing leader. He was also funny and intelligent and brilliant. He was not necessarily the easiest persons to live with either. He had a tendency to be a nudist. He would run around nude all the time. He took like 3 or 4 baths a day, and he basically was a drunk. They woke him up with a light whiskey and water, and that's how he started his day. But he was brilliant. He got into arguments, lifelong battles with people. This dear lady up here, that is Lady Lady Astor. She was actually American. She was one of those wealthy women that married into British nobility. She was the first female that went into Parliament. So it was an American woman who became the first female in British Parliament. And she and Winston despised each other. Despised each other. One point she told him, she says, "Mr. Churchill, if you were my husband, I'd put poison in your tea." He looked her up and down and he said, "Lady Astor, if you were my wife, I'd drink it." Now, after many years of being totally dismissed by everybody, totally dismissed, at the darkest hour, he came back into leadership. And he led the nation through really perilous times. The London Blitz, where it was being bombed nightly. And they had a secure bomb shelter for him, and he refused to stay there. He would go and get up on the tops of the building and watch the planes coming over. And his bodyguards, of course, were just terrified. They tried to get his wife to intervene. Nobody could control him. And so they'd stay up all night. He was a big night owl. And they'd stay up all night. And then there would be a point in the night, 2 or 3 o'clock, when they knew the last of the planes had been sent over. And there was nothing more to do but to go to bed and to wait to the morning to see how to keep going, the repairs to make. But Winston wouldn't do that. After everybody was getting ready to go to bed, he would go into his study and start writing a long history project he worked on, the history of the English-speaking people. It sounds complicated. And he would work on this, and people were amazed, and they would ask him, "How can you turn your attention from this calamity and pay attention to this small project?" And he would tell them, "I have to do it so I can pay attention to the calamity going on. I have to remove myself to this place where I am in control, I'm at peace, I'm in a place of calmness." And that's how he led them through war. And the amazing thing about we discount it now, but there was nobody in power. There was nobody in the elite. There was nobody in control of government that thought Britain had a hair of a chance of succeeding, except Winston Churchill and the people of Britain. And together, they proved everybody wrong. Now, throughout history, all spiritual teachings have pointed towards this place of power, this inner sanctuary, because this is where we find our calm, our inner peace. The Gnostic Gospels, they tell us that we can dim this divine spark, but we can't extinguish it. And when we honor it, we illuminate not only our lives, but also the lives of the world around us. Christ said, "You are the light of the world. A city on the hill cannot be hidden." You are the light of the world, and you cannot hide it. And it's time for us to step up and to realize we are this beacon of hope and love. And we can cultivate this light, and we can uplift and heal and transform with this light. But it takes courage. It takes courage to step up and step out and to let go of our fear of what the world may think and to speak from our truth, to speak words that encourage and inspire. Last week I had a doctor's appointment. It wasn't really so much an appointment with the doctor as much as it was with the doctor assistants, because the doctor herself, she breezed in and out within just minutes. I've stayed longer in the line at a fast food place than I spent with her. So she came in and she was out, and so I was there talking to the nurse practitioner, the doctor practitioner, and I don't know how, I'm not really sure how, I don't know how we went from my doctor's appointment to talking about her dad, who had died about 3 years earlier, but we did. And she was telling me about how much she had loved her dad. And that when she got married, she told her husband, she says, she says, we're married, but I have to live within 3 miles of my dad because I have to be able to take care of him. And she said she did, and he, like I said, he had made his transition a couple of years ago. Now, while she was talking that, I kept hearing within myself the need to tell her how proud her dad is of her. And I just felt this overwhelming need to tell her that. But instead of saying it, I debated it in my mind, and then the moment passed. Because then a second nurse came in and she was giving me instructions on the prescription, and before I knew it, I was at the checkout desk, and $160 later, I was out the door without even an order of small French fries. And in the car, I was kind of berating myself of like, you missed that opportunity. There was an opportunity you could have made a difference, and you missed it. And then I thought, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did miss that. I can't go back and correct that. I can't do that, but I can do affirmative prayer. That I can do. And that's powerful. And so I did affirmative prayer first in gratitude that I had seen this, that I had this experience of how much she had loved her dad, of how important he had been to her. And then just gratitude for their relationship together. And so I was off on my way. On the way home, I kept thinking about, well, gosh, how wonderful is that? How wonderful is that? I got home, and later that afternoon, I had to take the little dog Shaggy for a walk, and he's really enjoying his walks these days because the weather is really nice, and so I take him around, and he has to smell every bush that he encounters, and so our walks are really strolls more than they are walks, and I try to be patient with him. I was about to cross the street, and I looked up, and coming down the street was a car, and it was coming down very cautiously. And it was kind of weaving from side to side. And I thought, oh my goodness, one of my neighbors who shouldn't be driving is out driving. Because it was kind of a beat up car, the windows was down. I could hear 90s music coming from it. And so I kept waiting for it to slowly get to the stoplight. When it got to the stoplight, I realized it wasn't an elderly neighbor at all. It was a dad teaching his 15-year-old daughter how to drive. And it suddenly gave me such a feeling of comfort. And in some ways, it was almost like my prayer that I had made earlier in the day for the nurse practitioner and her dad. It was almost like her dad had sent me a signal. Dad's love is around me, and that my prayer had done some good. Now, my cynical friends, one lives in Atlanta, I know that if I tell him about the prayer and seeing the response to the prayer, he will just say, well, you just made that up. You just made that up. And for him, it would be imagination. For him, if he had such an experience, it would just be imagination. He would be angry about the slow car, interrupting his walk back home. For me, it's an answer from Spirit. For me, it's an opening of a door to greater possibilities. And when we recognize those greater possibilities, when we incorporate them in our lives, it empowers us to see more, to witness more, to be more. Because that's what we've come to life. We've come to life to be more. That's what Christ said. Christ says, I have come to life so you might have life more abundantly. And that's what we want to do. We want to live as abundantly as we can. Our teaching, we emphasize that what we think about shows up in our lives. James Allen, he wrote, and as a man thinketh, the soul attracts that which it secretly harbors, that which it loves, and also that which it fears. And that's what we have to be careful of. our fears, because we power our fears by our greatest emotion. And right now we have some major industries, the pharmaceutical, the news media, the insurance company, politicians, all feeding on our fears. It's a challenge to inspire people to behavior with inspiration. That's a challenge. It's easy to motivate us with fear. That is easy. So we have to be careful of it. We have to be aware of it. We have to realize what we focus on grow. What we turn our attention to, that multiplies. So we want to keep our eyes on the divine spark within. And when we do, we strengthen that presence in our lives. In the Kabbalah, they talk about creation as the divine remnants. That the idea was that the creator of the universe almost exploded, and its divine remnants are in every bit of creation. And our spiritual task is to restore wholeness to the world, bringing these divine remnants back together and protecting those divine sparks. That takes effort and courage. The world is always going to offer us distractions and discouragements. We have to guard our sanctuary. We have to protect it. We've got to be careful about having this place where we can go to, where the storms and the fussing and the fumings of the world cannot touch us. Meister Eckhart said, "There is nothing in the world that resembles God so much as silence." Silence. Taking time for this inner stillness to reconnect us to our divine presence. If nothing else, just don't turn the TV on first thing when you get up in the morning. Don't turn the radio when you're in the car. Listen to the birds singing. Right now, our trees are full of birds singing their souls out. And what is the song they're singing? That life is good and that we're here to sing as well. There's a song within our hearts and soul that is aching for us to sing out. It's aching for us to raise our vibration, to be the chorus, celestial chorus. And so that's what we want to do. Dr. Holmes, the founder of our teaching, he says, life is a mirror and it reflects back what we think into it. Our daily thought shapes the reality we experience. And when we think and act from a divine truth, we strengthen our inner life. Love. Love is the greatest power for illumination. A simple act of kindness can change the world. A simple act of kindness can change the world. I included a video this week in your e-blessing about a police officer. He had gone to do a health check on a little girl, 2 years old. Her parents had been arrested for abuse. He said when he got there, he saw the little girl, and he said he could tell she had bruises of different shades all over her body. Both ears had dried blood in them. And he said, even in this state, she was happy. She was playing. She was joyful. He took her back to the station. And he said when he got back to the station, there was so much processing that had to be done that he put a movie on for her. And he said he sat there and watched the movie with her. And he said she reached out and she grabbed his hand and held his hand. He said it was almost as if she was trying to comfort him as much as he was comforting her. That night he went home and he said he could not sleep at all because he was worried about, was she being protected? Was she being cared for? The morning he got a call from foster care and they said, we don't have a place for her. Would you be willing to foster her? And so he brought her into the home to foster her. Later on, they asked, would you be willing to adopt her? And he adopted her. And he said, I had to. He said, I could not go on worrying if she would be safe. And so he said, I had to step up and provide safety and comfort and love for her. You know, he said he never thought of himself as a parent. The Spirit is calling us to be more than we think we can be. There's more to you than you think there is. Because one thing, you and Spirit together. And there's not a challenge, there's not a obstacle that you have to face that you cannot face with Spirit. And right now, dear friends, the world needs our light bearing. We're all light bearers, and the world needs it. It's not enough just to connect with our own divine spark. We are here to radiate it outwards. Rumi said, be a lamp, be a lifeboat, be a ladder, be someone's soul healer. And we can do this. It's just about being present. When we're present, we reflect the divine consciousness. To let go of the past, to trust the future to Spirit, and bring as much love and joy as you can to the present moment. To live fearlessly. The world may tell us to dim our light to fit in, but our purpose is to shine. And don't be conformed to the world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And what is the renewing of your mind? Is that you are wonderful, you are joyful, you are powerful, that you are a channel of the Most High, and that you are here to do mighty and good and bold and dynamic work. And when you go out in the world and you're positive and you're encouraging, speak out, because the world needs it. And you don't know how someone you're interacting with, they may be hanging on by mere fingernails. You don't know the good you can do. You don't know how powerful you are and how you can uplift and inspire and encourage. Marianne Williamson said, as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. We are not here by accident. We are a part of the great spiritual awakening. And yes, I know it looks frightening right now, but that just means the glory of the coming dawn, how powerful that will be. And our job is to nurture this divine spark within us so we can shine out every day and to contribute to the healing of the world. And the Kabbalah, they teach that we are restoring unity through our divine light. They say about every blade of grass, God has sent an angel to shout, grow, grow. You have been sent by Spirit so you can encourage yourself and those around you to grow in love, to grow in compassion, to grow in understanding of who you are and whose you are. That you're not a weak, wounded, you're not an accident, you're a child of the Most High, and you have amazing work to do through love and kindness. We gather these fragments of light and restore wholeness. It begins by appreciating this sacred place within us to allow our light to shine forth, to become active participants in the great spiritual illumination that's happening here now, in this lifetime, in this place. The world needs you. The world is aching for you. Spirit called you by name from stardust so you could be here this moment at this time to bring the love, the light, and joy of your heart and soul to heal the world. It's what you've come to do. Spirit is not disappointed in you. Spirit has not been discouraged by you. Spirit is there to lift you up, to light your way, to create a new heaven and new earth. And we're on our way to do it. It's the truth in your life this morning. It's the truth in mine, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
Well, I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Well, if you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm coming to, coming for to carry me home.
I got a home in glory land.
I've got a home in glory land.
I got a home in glory land.
I've got a home in glory land.
I've got a home in glory land.
Way beyond
Look way beyond the
way beyond the blue. I wish by golly I could spread my wings and fly, and let this grounded soul be free for just a little while, to be like eagles when they fly upon the wind, and taste the sweetest taste of freedom of my soul. Then I'd be free at last,
free at last,
free at last.
free at last.
Oh, great God Almighty, I'd be free at last. I'd be free at last. Free at last. Oh, great God Almighty, I'd be free at last. Oh, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Look away beyond the blue. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me, coming for to carry me home. Coming for to carry, it's me. I'm free, I'm free at last. Coming for to carry me home. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Look away beyond the blue.
Way beyond the blue.
Beyond, I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Look away beyond the blue. I've got a home, yes, I've got a home in glory land.
Very nice, Sam and Lucy. Thank you very much. So now we come to the time we support our center and we support this place because it's a wonderful beacon of love and hope and compassion. Now you can support us in several ways. You can do prayer work for us, you can volunteer for us, and you can also support us in coin. So whatever your intention is, if you will place it over your heart and read with me this affirmation of prosperity. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly. And if the ushers step forward, Sam and Luci, I know you got something great for us.
We have a brand new, never been heard.
So during our retreat, we actually wrote songs together, and everyone on the retreat wrote a song, but not everyone completely finished the song. And Bridget reached out to us and said, I've got this song, and I really want to finish it. And so they made the trek over to our place, and we finished this song last week. So it's brand new, hot off the presses.
And obviously, we're going to need your participation. 1, 2, 3.
Can't stop it now, can't stop it now. We're in the flow, we're in the know. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love, can't stop it now. The day has come, the time is here. No more worry, no more fear. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love, can't stop it now. We are the ocean.
Can't stop.
Can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love. Can't stop the love wave.
The love wave.
Can't stop the ocean. Can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love. Can't stop the love wave. So grab a hand and take a stand. You and me for unity. Can't stop the love. Can't stop the love, can't stop it now.
It's time to heal.
The heart has won, now we can feel it. We are one. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love, can't stop it now. Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. The love.
Okay, take it down, y'all. There's something serious.
Bridget's
Y'all
gonna
got the
show you guys
vibe.
something. Bridget, show them the dance.
You got the vibe of the song, but now you got to get the vibe
it's
of the
the love
move.
wave, y'all. We need your help.
Bridget is demoing the love wave. So you can sit or stand and let your hands create the love wave. We're going to break it
Let's send this wave
down.
out as far as we can.
You ready to break it down, Sam? Here we go. I mean, it's a good time for a tambourine if you ask me.
You are the ocean, we are the wave. I am the ocean, I am the wave. We are the ocean, we are the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. The love wave. Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave.
All right, just hands and tambourine.
Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. The love wave.
Yeah.
Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. Woo! Can't stop the ocean, no, you can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave. The love wave. Can't stop the ocean. Ooh,
Can't stop
no,
the
you
wave.
can't stop the wave.
Stop the love.
Can't stop the love wave.
Thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. You won't get that at your local Baptist church. Thank you, Diane. And thank you for your support. Your support is allowing us to grow and to thrive, to continue being a beacon of love, hope, joy, and just joy. Isn't it remarkable? You can come to a place on Sunday morning and feel joyful. And that's what we're wanting. So thank you. And we'll continue. With your support, we'll continue this. So we bless it, we release it, knowing it does its good and powerful work, returning to us multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, dear friends, well, we come to conclude the service, and we do that with affirmative prayer. I'm going to do it in the first person. Take it in for yourself. Say something that works for you, hold tight to that. But say something that doesn't work for you, well, just let that part slide by. But just know this truth with me this morning. There is but one God and one mind and one power. And that power is divine love, perfect intelligence. And that power called me by name from stardust so I could walk the soil of St. Augustine. And it is here with me, through me, and for me. It has never been discouraged by any of my mistakes. It has been inspired by my possibilities. So here today in this sacred space, I leave behind all my worries, my woundedness, my lack and limitation. I lift my eyes up to a greater knowing that I'm one with God. I'm one with good. I am here to witness the beloved of creation showing up in my life. I am here to be the love wave of spirit. So here today in this sacred space, I choose to know the best for myself. I choose to see myself as God sees me, not as weak and wounded, bound by limitation. I am free in the light of God's love, and I proclaim goodness and mercy and compassion for myself and for my family and friends and for the world. I am here to witness the dawning of a new day, a new heaven and a new earth, and I proclaim it and I decree it now. Every cell of my being is radiating this right knowing that I am one, a child of the Most High, and I am here to live in glory. I am here to witness God manifest through love, joy, and laughter. Spirit won't have it any other way, and neither will I. This is my truth. Every cell of my being radiates this right knowing, and I release this prayer into the mind of God to do its good and perfect, bold and dynamic work, returning to me multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you with one last idea, and that is your life. Your life. It's not a problem to be solved. It's a miracle unfolding. Your job this week is go name your miracle, proclaim your miracle, and make it your own. God bless us all. Now let us go be the miracle Spirit is calling us to be. Until we see each other again, this is Reverend Ken wishing you many blessings.
Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave, can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave, love wave. Can't stop the ocean, can't stop the wave. Can't stop the love, can't stop the love wave, the love wave. Last time, y'all. Give it all you got. Stop the ocean, can't stop the wave.